Hi, I'm Deanna Ishikawa with Positive Action Ministry, and today we'll be going over Job 32. Right. So, Job 32 is about a man named Elihu who's speaking, and we're going to jump into some questions around that. So, at the beginning, Elihu mentions what Job's three friends are doing, and so what did they do? Go ahead,
Right.
Brandon.
They kind of gave up talking to Job and convincing him it was his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did they give up talking to him?
Because Job is saying it's not his fault a bunch of times, or denying, or I guess they saying he's denying his sin or
Yeah.
fault in this case.
Yes, they stopped answering him because he just thought he was righteous in his own eyes. So they were kind of giving up because they had so much back and forth in
Yeah.
all of the previous chapters. And what is Elihu kind of angry about? There's two different reasons. Go
I,
ahead, Ralph.
he was angry at the three guys because they couldn't rebuke Joe, and
Okay,
he was angry to Joe because Joe tried to justify himself, but he never justified God.
perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Job was justifying himself rather than God, and he was getting frustrated that his friends couldn't refute Job.
Yeah.
Why did Elihu wait to speak to Job? Go ahead, Ralph.
Oh, I could answer.
Oh,
Okay.
go TT, Jesse, go.
Okay.
Well, he had respect because the other guys were older, so he thought he should wait his turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes, he was younger, so he thought
Yeah.
that age
Yeah.
should speak wisdom, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And what did Elihu then relay that gives a person understanding? He mentioned what actually gives a person understanding. Go ahead, Tiro.
No, because he said that he was speaking because God gave him the the go ahead and do it.
Go ahead, TT Jesse.
He says that it's not age that gives you wisdom, but from God, God gives you wisdom.
Yes, the spirit and the breath of the Almighty is the two ways he referred to it. Perfect. And I think kind of what Tia Ralph was saying is the answer to this one, which is why does
Yeah.
Elihu say he needs to speak? And that was because he was saying that he felt compelled by God to speak, right? That he was full of words and the spirit
Yeah,
was
so he said
compelling.
that that he felt like a wine skin that he was ready to blow off.
Yes, yes, yes. He was so full of words. Um, and if you read actually like David Gusik's explanation and stuff, they mentioned that Elihu is very verbose when he speaks. He kind of just like he takes a ton of time to say something that's really clear and could be more concise and shortened. And he also will be speaking in several of the next chapters in a row. So
But,
go ahead.
but he was a righteous man because
No, he loved God. He loved God.
no, because let me tell you why. The When God started speaking after chapter 38, God do not rebuke him in any way.
Hmm.
That's because he was a righteous guy.
You said he was the
Yeah,
nephew
so we're gonna be listening.
Abraham.
He's gonna be talking about all the way to chapter 37, and then God in God's turn to speak. But you're not gonna find that he get rebuked
And you
by God.
and you research that he the grandson of his
Yeah,
nephew
yeah,
of
yeah,
Abraham.
yeah.
So that's mean they were from the close to the Iraqi
Yeah,
section.
yeah. So
Okay, that's very
he was.
interesting.
I did some research, Deanna, about Elihu, and
Mm-hmm.
say that he was a descendant
A
of
nephew, you
Abraham.
say? A
Yeah,
nephew?
yeah, nephew. Yeah, he
Oh,
was he was part of his son, his Abraham brother. Yeah,
oh.
Very good. I love that you guys are taking parts of it and looking into it more for the history. All
yeah,
right. So the takeaways that I have here are age does not necessarily signify wisdom. You could be younger and still wiser than someone older. We need to be careful when making arguments that we don't miss the truth.
yeah,
We need to be more worried about seeking wisdom than defending our points of view when we're making these arguments. And then the third one is there's a time for everything, and self-discipline and patience is key. So that one is more for like Elihu, who he listened for many, many chapters, many conversations that went back and forth, but didn't interrupt until it was time. And then,
yeah.
as Tia
Well,
Renee mentioned, he felt like he had so many words inside that he was going to burst to get them out. So
It's so very important because they say that these three fellows,
mhm.
he's talking about Job for the chapter 3 all the way to this chapter 31, and now that Elihu came in on the scene, and then we are gonna hear all that through Elihu speaking through chapter 37, and then it's God's testimony. So I'm looking forward to all of these things because it's all very interesting,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love the engagement. All right. Any questions or other items that you want to share about what you read in relation to this chapter?
Yeah. So why you think the Job friend was so unjust to Job? Because they all keep criticizing the man, saying he lost everything because he was sinning, but in reality
He wasn't sinning.
he wasn't sinning with God testing you and
He was a sin
trials
because of
and
a
tribulations.
bet.
So why you think how you qualify this friend? I mean,
I think that we have all probably been very stubborn at one point in our life, and even though we were wrong, we continued to make our point because we thought we were right, and we didn't seek God in that wisdom, even though we thought maybe we were representing Him. And so I would say that they're human, and so they made the wrong
Exactly.
choice and decision out of their own stubbornness, and that's why we need to
well,
listen
now I remember.
more.
I only remember now, Deanna, since we've been studying this chapter, that sometimes you learn that people like go the wrong way, and then now I refrain to say, because the first thing that used to come to my mind, oh, this is happening to this guy or this lady because they're sinning. Now I don't do that
And that answer your
because
question
because I have seen this in this book or Job how unfairly it can be to judge anybody, and you have to like refrain from doing that. Only God has the power to judge
and
people.
we know that Job is completely
So
innocent.
it's
It
very
just
interesting, that
came out of a bet.
so that's one thing that I really have learned from this chapter,
Well, that's a great takeaway. Maybe the best one out of all, right?
From this, yeah.
And we have to remember that we are humans. That's the nature of us to judge and say there must be something bad. It must be because and my brother Eddie used to tell me, rest in peace. Rene, everyone share on you when you're doing bad.
Yeah. No, so it's very interesting now. This reading,
yeah,
about
that's
Job.
beautiful.
Yeah,
That you're fired up about that.
yeah.
And that's
I love it. I love it.
yeah.
All right. That's all I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Deanna.
Thank you.